Well, here we are at Faun Cafe, and I shall show you the little sign in a second. The little sign in a second. So it's been a bit of a ride out, not a particularly good ride to be honest. Some of the roads are a bit crap. There's the sign that you can see. But yeah, it's a fairly nice place. I'll film some inside in a second. But yeah, it's turned into a nice day. We're a bit dull when we set off, but it's getting better now. Yeah, let me switch you around and you can have a look on the outside. So here we go. I'll give you a proper look at the sign now. So it's Faun Cafe, antiques, collectibles and gifts, the Little Bomber Shop, bespoke metalwork by J. Albert Metal Fabrication, and eating or takeaway. And I'll walk down here so you can see this side, and then we'll walk back round. So it's a little. I think it used to be an airfield thing, because that looks pretty airfieldy to me. I don't know what else is in there. That's kind of cool. But yeah, there's this. It looks like an old military building because it's all concretey and not dressed up.
Royal Air Force Hemswell, or more simply RAF Hemswell, is a former Royal Air Force station located about 8 miles away from Gainsborough. The airfield was used by RAF Bomber Command for 20 years between 1937 and 1957, and so most of its operational life during the Second World War. It was used again by Bomber Command as a nuclear ballistic missile base during the Cold War, and then closed to military use in 1967. On March 19, 1940, RAF Hemswell based Handley Page Hampdens of No. 61 Squadron, RAF, were the first Bomber Command aircraft to drop bombs on German soil during the Second World War. The target was the Hornum seaplane base on the northern Germany coast. RAF Hemswell was used as a substitute for RAF Scampton and the all-ground based filming of the 1954 film The Dam Busters. The first airfield on the site was opened in 1918 by the Royal Flying Corps and called RFCS Harpswell, after the village of that name just across the A631 road. During the First World War, it was used as a night landing ground for 2 night flying training squadrons were established there. In June 1919, the grass airfield was returned to its former use as farmland. In 1935, construction began on compulsory repurchased land. The new bomber airfield, now called RAF Hemswell, was opened on New Year's Eve, 31st of December 1936, to accommodate the rapidly expanding Bomber Command. The station was home for Hawker Hind, Hawker Audax, Avro Anson, Bristol Blenheim and Bolton Paul Overstrand aircraft in its early days. Cliff House, that had been commandeered as the officers' mess, and a number of prefabricated buildings, concert huts and brick-built control tower still stand at the abandoned airfield today.
But yeah, there's a big picture of her looking in, and the guy that runs there I've just been talking to knows his biscuits. He knows his biscuits. He's got pictures all round. I'll show you inside in a sec. Of all the planes that were based at this airport. So as you can see, we've come with my dad on his little Bergman, which I still need to do a review of on there, because the last time I did a review of it, the sound was terrible. But yeah, so let's have a quick look inside. Oh, there's a nice seating area outside as well, which you can come and sit down on these awesome tables. Look at them. They're like big bits of wood from trees, which is what tables normally are. So yes, an outside bit. And then inside, look at all them aeroplane pictures. So you've got, apparently they're in date order, so you go around the earliest ones there, going right round, all the way to the later ones there. That one's quite cool. So we're just about to have a cup of tea and a bacon butty, and then are we going to set off back after that, or are we just going to find somewhere else to go?
You can go to Pie White, I think.
We can go to Pie White where you can wipe pies. So we'll see what happens there. Right, we're off. So what did you think at riding?
I thought it was all right. Not having ridden for a while.
Okay.
I'm always aware that you're behind me, thinking, why is he in that position? Why is he so near to the white line? Why is he too close to that car in front?
Nah, I meant more of in like what the roads are like and stuff. It just seemed, first bit of it was crap. The second bit of it from Bowtree onwards weren't too bad. But yeah, everything else is just a bit too built up, isn't it?
Well, I was getting on to that. As I was rudely interrupted. I was getting on to that. Yeah, it's always like a ride out. I like it out here. I mean, it's you go much further and you're getting into Cadwell area. So yeah, it's all right. Nice roads, most of them anyway. A couple of brake happy cars in front of me. Audi especially, behind that lorry.
Yeah, there were some slow people out.
And then it's that fairly steep hill. So I wound it up a bit up there.
Yeah.
And it went like it's supposed to do. Very comfortable.
They have biker days here as well, as you can see.
Oh what?
They have biker days.
Yeah.